Hey Dreamer! Today's video will be about picking the right saws when you're starting out on your own. So as you know, I've just started my own company, Smiley, and then of course I need my own chainsaws. And I'm often asked about which chainsaws to pick when you're starting out, and I figured this would be a great way to tell you what I would choose. So yeah, this video is primarily about working as an arborist, because it might be different if you're just doing forestry work. So I'm focusing on an arborist. Yeah. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna show you 3 saws, the ones I would get to start my company. My first choice of chainsaw would be a top handle saw. This one, the MS200T, because it's an amazing chainsaw, lots of power, and it just runs great. Unfortunately, this saw is no longer in production, but what you can get is the MS201T, which is pretty much the same saw. It's a nice and powerful chainsaw, and I can use it for delimbing, and I can also use it to block down trees, in the beginning at least. And it's a really powerful chainsaw, and it runs great. So that would be my top handle saw. Then I would get a medium-sized saw, and that would be my one true love, the MS261C. This chainsaw is a pure power beast. I use this saw so much for cutting trees, for delimbing, just everything. It's an amazing chainsaw, so much power, and it's really not that heavy. So I love working with this saw, and that will be my absolute choice for the middle class saw. So I have one that I can use the entire day without getting tired in any way, and I know I can use it for so many things. So that would be my choice number 2. Then the third saw for me would be my 500i. This chainsaw, as you know, is also one of my favorite chainsaws. Power to weight ratio is insane, and I love it. And this saw is so nice to work with and has so much power to offer, and still is light enough for you to carry it around the entire day. So I would be able to do most of my bigger fillings with this chainsaw. So let me see if I can line them up. The reason I would pick these 3 is I think it's such a nice combination of a lot of power and saws that are nice to use the entire day. Of course, if you're cutting really big trees, you might want to swap the 500 for a 661. And I do have one of those as well. But if I just needed kind of like a starter pack, this is what I would get. The MS200T, the MS261C, and the MS500i. I would be running the MS200T with a 14-inch bar. Then I could block down a decent size of tree. And yeah, it just runs nicely with a 14-inch bar. Then I would get a 16-inch Light 04 chainsaw. And you can't really see it on this one. Let me see if I've got one. Then I would get a 16-inch Light 04 bar for my MS261C. And that's what I've got on here, but you can't really see that because I've been using it a lot. But it used to look like this. So that's the bar I would get for my MS261C. I like to run it with a 16-inch bar because then I feel like it has the right power. I don't really like putting on too big of a bar for my medium-sized saw because one, I want it to be nice and light to carry around, and I don't want the saw struggling in any way to keep up with that big of a bar. So for me, the perfect match is a 16-inch bar. I would fit my 500i with a 25-inch bar as a standard, and then I would keep an additional 28-inch bar in my car so that I could change it up if I needed something bigger. But in Denmark, we would be able to cut most of the trees that we're cutting with a 28-inch bar. If I knew that I was going out on a really big assignment with a huge tree, I would get a 661 just in case, and then fit that with a 36-inch bar. But I think if you're just starting out and just to have something, my starter pack would be the MS200T, the MS261C, and the MS500i. I think that combination is a great combination for doing all kinds of work. It would really surprise me if you weren't able to do all jobs with that combination of saws. So yeah, those are my top choices if you're starting out as an arborist or starting your own company. And as you know, I just started my company, and I'm happy to have these girls in my fleet. So yeah, if you've got any other questions regarding my choice of saws or how I'm running them, feel free to leave a comment below. And also remember to subscribe to my channel, and you can follow me on Instagram at Femalelumberjack or Facebook at Felicia Bank. See you soon! Now I need gloves. I need gloves. This chainsaw is just a pure about which chainsaws to use. No. Yeah. So